Hello, fellow TIs. Now, I want to share something with you guys. Yesterday, I got back to Florida, and today it is June 15th. It's a Saturday. I've been in Florida since yesterday at 7 o'clock. And check this out. Now, I was in Colombia yesterday, and I was targeted by people that speak English. And some of these people presented traits that I noticed here in Florida. And I noticed that the towers that are that are pinging my phone are showing up oddly in areas in proximity to Orlando, Florida, where I live at, and also in Tampa, Florida. Here's one spot right here. But these towers that are gray are typically fake towers. When you see it's green, like at the bottom here, when you see like a green symbol, that's typically because it's not a Stingray tower. I mean, it's not a fake. It's not a fake connection. Now, I made a video a while back about being targeted in Key West, Florida, on my vacation. I made a video a while back where I went to St. Pete. I live in the Orlando, Florida area, but there's no beach, so I typically would go on the outskirts of Orlando and go to areas where there's lakes and go fishing. And I've been harassed in this community. I've been harassed in this community. My God, I've been harassed over here, Brooksville. It's even by elderly people. So I find it really, really strange that I've been harassed in different areas in proximity to like bases and where there's lots of civic groups. So you'll notice I live in the Orlando area. You'll see some towers there. You'll see some, over here. So let me share with you guys something here. Let me go to my, let me see. This came out today. So let me go to my main page. No, sorry. Let me go to vk.com. I apologize. I didn't plan this out. I just started thinking about this, and hopefully I can find it. I have so many apps. Now, I mentioned a while back that I had an issue with a group called National High School Scholars Association, which I find it's just like really, really strange. So I thought I had a memo of it here. And today I was looking at my Eagle Security Unlimited app, and I drove to multiple locations, and I detected a Stingray device at a location. So, what I find really weird is that if you go to my vk.com profile, you can go and there's a part here. Let me see. Here, there's extra links. Let me click where it says show more. Now, I posted this today. So, bear with me one moment. Should show up here in a moment. So I ran this house. The number of this house is in the local area where I live at, and it comes up that the person that owns that house is used to be tied to the National High School Scholars Association. Now, according to Link Diane, she's a CEO of a company, but she works, according to Link Diane, she works as Costco as a customer service representative. I don't think a customer service representative can afford a $355,000 house in this area. They just don't make enough money. So what I find interesting, though, is that this person has a relative, well, she's also involved in real estate, and I think it's her mother. I don't know who it is. It's one of her relatives, and it's just real short, like feminist style haircut, and is a realtor in the area. Well, that same realtor, I believe it's like Hubbard is his last name. For a while, the Stingray device was showing up over there, and I couldn't understand what was going on. And this lady had confronted me. She's a realtor, and I'm fishing, and she showed up. My cell phone battery had went dead. It's charging right now, so hopefully it'll stay on. So I mentioned in the previous clip that I'm fishing, and this lady, she has a realtor um, decal on her car. It says Tag Team Freemasonry Eastern Star. It has a picture of them on there, and she tells me I'm not welcomed in the community. So I started using Eco Security Unlimited in Florida. I was recommended to use this app by a private investigator. So I found it weird that this realtor called Hubbard Real Estate, I forgot the name of it. It's on the outskirts of Orlando. It was pinging at that facility nonstop, this device. And one day I go by there and there's some guys in a white van. They're wearing suits and they have the back doors slightly opened. And I park my car and they say, "Oh, he's here." They close the doors and they take off. And there was a desk back there. I couldn't believe it. So they had like an office. So these people have these devices are mobile, and they can try to throw you off, blend in with traffic. Because sometimes these devices aren't like these apps like Eco Security Unlimited are not 100% exact. Sometimes it can be like in a parking lot, it can be 20, 30 feet off. But when it's a house, it's typically right. And these devices, Stingray devices, can spoof their location. So I go to all the locations, and sometimes if every location is taking me to a dead end road, a swampland, well, then I know it's a spoofed location. But if it shows up at 20 locations, swampland, but one of those locations is a house, well, that's typically the real connection. So a lot of times these people outsource. Now, check this out. His buddy drives this car right here. He's Asian. So what was interesting was I go into Walgreens. This is down the road from my house. And when I, let me see if I can get it where it just stays. His buddy drives this car right here. He's Asian. Hold on a second. So anyways, I probably have to tinker around with it to be able to get the tags. I did it so quick. So what was interesting was I'm in line, and there's like 20 people in line. There's 2 lines. Typically, it's, about an 8-minute wait, not too bad. So the lady, this guy's behind me, and the lady is behind this guy, and there's 2 other ladies, and they all have wine. Everyone, like I'd say about 90% of the people there had wine, beer, chocolates, just different household items. And this lady singles me and this guy out in line, says, "You guys can come to the photo area, I'll ring you guys up." I thought she was being courteous, but then I started thinking, there's 10 other people ahead of me. Why isn't she asking any of them? And one guy was, in front of me, had the same exact item, and he was there before me. It seemed weird, and that's happened about 2 or 3 times. So I thought maybe they're just trying to be courteous. So what was interesting was when this guy got behind me in line, as he walks up to me, he comes to a complete stop, and he just whistles one time real loud, and then he gets behind me in line. So I asked him, "Hey, are you a contractor?" And he doesn't say anything. So I go to my car, and I seen there was an Asian guy parked next to my car, so I knew right off the bat that he was with that guy. And then as I leave, his buddy drives this car right here. I see him go in this vehicle. So what was interesting was I made a video a while back, and in Mount Dora, Florida, he was doing the same exact stuff. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Just seems really, really weird. So when you're a TI, you also may notice that your comments sometimes on social media, your post may be hidden. You may look back 2 days later and discover your post is not even online, or that it's been buried so far down when you're the highest contributor in a certain group. So right now my cell phone's a little slow because my battery only has 4%. Anytime you use a screen recorder, this is going to happen. It's going to get bogged down, especially when you have like 40, 50 apps on your phone. So here's my my username right here on vk.com. It's on a DL 2023. Let me see if it'll show my link. So let me see if I can paste it somewhere so you guys can see it. I use vk.com. I'm not Russian. Here's my link. You can just type up on a DL 2023. So I've been using this so that way it prevents my stuff from um, not being seen in America. And you may notice odd stuff when you're at TI. Like I've had it where I've posted a video and it'll say change visibility and share. It says to share your video, visibility must be changed to unlisted. That's what it says in this first pic here. Now, this may not work because my cell phone right now is at 4% and my phone is bogged down. I'm using a screen recorder, so I have a lot of things, processes on a lot of apps being used. So that's preventing me. Here's an example right here. Now I've got more views than that. I had just uploaded the video, and all of a sudden, I got this pop up, and YouTube wouldn't allow me to share the video. It's like, you have to make it unlisted. I'm like, what? And this has happened a few times. Now, I like YouTube. I've been using it since they have existed. There's another one right here. Oh, this thing popped up again. So I don't know why it just keeps popping up. So here's another video. Let me click it. I might have changed the title of it just to see if they'll let me host it. So it took me a while. I had to keep playing around with YouTube. And after a while, they allowed me to share the video. So it's pretty much all I want to share. I've been in this now for a while, and people just pretty much take little shots at you, and they'll have contractors in their areas. It's just a BS game of harassment.